friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a basket refresh for my project Use It Up, and I'm also going to go through the current totals of like how many products I have that I'm trying to use up. If this is your first time visiting this channel, or if this is your first time watching this like series of videos, basically I had a stash of like hygiene products, self-care products and all of that. And I had done like a project Use It Up. Well, actually I did a no buy year, and then I've done project Use It Up since then. And I just was kind of left with this grouping of products that just needed to be finished up. Some of them are past their expiration dates, which they're not gone, they haven't gone bad or anything, but it's just stuff that I really needed to focus on like moving out. So at that point, I was basically like, I want to eliminate my entire stash. Now, since the holidays and everything, I have received some gifts of, hygiene products and things like that. So I'm kind of at the point of where I'm going to start rebuilding my stash, but I still have this grouping of products that I just want to completely eliminate. So that's what these baskets are for, is to put those products in. And before I started this project where I'm eliminating my stash, I actually did take an inventory. Now we are about like 3.5 months into this project at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the numbers with you, and then we'll go in and I will show you everything that I pulled for the current baskets. Now keep in mind, I didn't inventory every single thing. Like I didn't do shampoo and conditioners, just like little things like that I moved through rapidly. So it's not like I had a huge collection of them, or even like hair styling products. I didn't do that. I mean, there was just a few categories that I didn't inventory, but I did inventory most. Okay, so let's start with facial cleansers. At the beginning of the project, I had six total. I have finished one so far, so I'm down to 5. Facial exfoliants, started the project with 2. I still have 2. Part of the reason for that is because I've been trying to work through a lot of my like exfoliating mask products. So I've actually made a huge dent in those, but because I've been using those, I haven't focused as much on my actual like exfoliants for my face. So still have those 2. Facial masks, I started with 35 and I'm down, or I finished 19, and which means I'm down to 16. Facial sprays and toners, I started with 7. I have finished 2, so I am down to 5. Facial serums and oils, started with 6. I have finished 3 so far, which means I am down to 3. Eye creams and masks, I started with 7. I have finished 3, which means I am down to 4. Facial moisturizers, I started with 2, and I actually have finished that category. So I have not done it yet, but I do need to go out and buy a new moisturizer. And at this point, since I have finished that category, I am now allowing myself to kind of rebuild my stash and just, because I'm somebody who just likes to try new products. So, if I have 5 or 6 moisturizers in my stash, like that doesn't bother me. It's part of the collecting, as long as I'm not letting those products go bad. I feel like it's not a waste of money. So yeah, since that category is actually completely finished up, I am allowing myself to start rebuilding. Okay, and then lip balms. I started with 131. I haven't used any completely, but if you have watched any of my past check-ins, you know that I actually have 4 that I'm currently working on, and 2 of them are actually getting very, very close to being done. Okay, body washes. I started with 6. I finished 1, so I am down to 5. I generally use bar soap. That's like my go-to, and body washes is just like the extra, I guess. So that's why I'm not working through those as quickly. Body scrubs, I started with 3. I finished 1, which means I am down to 2. Shave creams, gels, and soaps, I started with 5. I finished 1, so I am down to 4. Body oils, I started with 8. I finished 1, and I am down to 7. Body lotions and creams, I started with 21. I have finished 7, which means I am down to 14. And then fragrances, I started with 41. I have finished 11, which means I am down to 30. And then hand creams, that is actually a category that I started with 2 and I have finished all of those. So that's another category that I am technically now allowed to start like rebuilding my stash on. And then the last thing that I had inventoried is foot creams. I started with 7, I have finished 2, which means I am down to 5. So I am making progress. I mean, and that's 3.5 months, which I feel like some of those categories I should have probably finished more in, but then other ones I'm actually super impressed with, like the fact that I've used up 11 fragrances, because fragrances is one of those things that I get sick of very easily, so I'm constantly flipping them. So I never finish fragrances because there's always so many that are, you know, in use. So to finish 11, I'm actually pretty surprised by that. But let me go ahead and show you guys what I decided to pull and kind of refresh in the basket for the next few months, just because I was getting really sick of some of the things that were in the basket that had started, you know, like 3.5 months ago. So it's definitely fun to refresh the basket, and then obviously the products that are not in here anymore we'll have to revisit because they do need to be finished up. So let's first start with the like skincare basket. So for the cleanser, I decided to pull the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, and I'm starting right here. And then also the Clean and Clear Night Relaxing Deep Cleansing Face Wash, and I am starting here. I like both of those, so those will be easy to use. Next up is the St. Ives Fresh Skin Scrub. So this is a facial exfoliant, and I'm starting here. Let's see, these actually were in the last basket. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender, and I'm starting here. And this is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea, and I'm starting here. Facial oils. This I don't even have this marked. This was also in the last basket. There is so little in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's literally like 1 or 2 uses. So this will probably be done here within the next month. I'm kind of hanging on to that one though, just because it is my favorite. So that's the one I really don't want to run out of. And then the other one is The Ordinary's 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. And I am starting here with that. Next we have, actually let's do the eye creams. The eye creams I can't really mark because you can't really see through. Well, you can kind of see through on this one, which you guys probably can't just because of the lighting, but there's literally, it's just literally just sticking to the edges on this. So this is probably like 2, maybe 3 uses at most, and that'll be gone. And then this other one is, well, I guess I didn't even tell you what this one is. This is the Clinique Pep Start. I love this. This other one is the CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. This one, it's hard to tell. You can't see through it, but I'm gonna say it's probably about here, but I can't really tell for sure, so I don't have it marked. And then I'm also trying to use up these Humai, what is this? Humai Gold Eye Mask. These are the ones that are like you put underneath your eyes. It's a whole big set. The more I've used these, the more I realize I'm not really the biggest fan of them. So I'm excited for those to just be gone. And then we'll go through some masks that I have pulled. First is this Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Gel Mask. This was in the basket last time. I still have not even opened it. It's brand new, so need to finish that. This is the Bliss Spa To Go Pore Refining 10-Minute Volcanic Sand Facial, and I have not used this yet at all. So it is like a jar this size. So I'm gonna say, let's see, oh, it's sealed, so I don't even know. I'm gonna say though, like a jar this size is probably 3 to 5 uses, maybe, depending on the consistency, so it shouldn't take me long. I also have this Freeman Feeling Beautiful Deep Clearing Manuka Honey and Tea Tree Oil Clay Mask. I think the last one that I used, I had 2 uses out of this, so should be about the same. And then I do have some sheet masks. I have the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Detoxifying Charcoal and Sea Salt Sheet Mask, the Face Story Let's Talk Detox Purifying Pore Mask, the Trader Joe's Hydrating Biocellulose Face Mask, and then the Face Story Glow Baby Glow. And then I'm going to continue on with the same lip balms that I've been working on. So this first one is the His Daughter's Mango Peach Lip Relief, which I am up to here on. And then the Trader Joe's Berry Lip Mask. It's in a little pot like this. And as you can see, I have actually hit the bottom on that, so it's just all around the edges. And then these are the two that I'm really like getting close on. These are both from Lip Smacker. This first one is the Pumpkin Spice Frappe. And we are getting down there, you guys. It's getting close. And then the other one is the Lip Smacker Vanilla Chai Frappe. Again, that one is getting down there. So that's all of the kind of like skincare slash facial care type products that I have. And most of these I'm going to say are going to be in the basket for a while, just because I do want to make some decent progress on them. But you know, at some point, if I start getting bored again, we will do like a basket refresh, and some of these may get switched out. But for the time being, I'm pretty excited to be starting something new. Okay, next up, these are all of the like body care and fragrance products. So first off, we'll start with a body wash. This is the Bath & Body Works Vampire Blood Body Wash, and I am starting, you can see that there it is, the mark right there. I'm starting there. So there's really not that much in here. So that should get finished up pretty quickly. Next up I have the Pure Silk Shave Cream. Unfortunately, because this can you can't really see through, I can't really mark it, but this was in the project before. I don't really care for this, so I don't reach for it very often, but I'm going to try and make more of an effort to grab it because I think I have 2 more of these in my stash that I need to finish up. So, but I want to say it's probably about here, just judging by the feel of it. And let's see, next up we have this Coco Colada Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. I actually love this. And I don't have this marked just because it doesn't like really lay flat, but I'd say I still have probably 3/4 of the jar left. So that'll be in there for a little while. Let's see, we'll do lotions next. So actually we'll do foot creams. This one is called Green 7. It's just this little jar, and there's, I mean, it smells really good, but there's probably only 2 uses left in there. I don't know if you can see. It's literally just along that edge. And then I also decided to pull the O'Keeffe's Healthy Feet cream, which again, this is, I mean, I've used it. I've hit pan on it. It's just all around the edges. And then I have this Vaseline Intensive Care Cocoa Glow lotion or cream, which is completely sealed. Have not even opened it yet. So I'm actually really excited to try that because I've never tried it before. Then I have, this is the Johnson Skin Nourish Moisturizing Lotion in the Shea and Cocoa Butter scent. This is completely sealed. Have not even opened it yet. So we're starting right about there. And then this is another one that is not opened yet. It's still sealed. The Vaseline Intensive Care Cocoa Radiant. So definitely excited to start that. And we are about here. And then for a body oil, I have this Alba Botanica Hawaiian body oil. And we are starting right about there on that. Love that stuff. Next up is the His Daughter Blackberry Vanilla Lotion. And we are starting right about there. I think I've only used this maybe once, maybe twice. I don't know. You can, I mean, you guys can probably see it's like some of it's sticking up here, but it's about to there. So not much is out of it. And then for the actual fragrances, I decided to re-pull this one in. It's the Vanilla by Body Fantasies. So this is where we are starting off this project. And then also the Body Fantasies Sweet Berry Fantasy. I think I've only used this once or twice too. So we are starting there. And then this, I have never used either of these, but a little fun fact, I do collect miniature perfume bottles. So I want to basically use the perfume that's in here. And then obviously I keep the bottles and the little boxes too. But these are both Versace, and one is Bright Crystal and one is Bright Crystal Absolute. So that should be fun, and I should fly through those pretty quickly. So that is everything. That's everything for the basket refreshes. Like I said, these products will probably either I will finish them or they will be in here for like a few months so I can put decent amount of progress on each of them. But I'm definitely looking forward to having some new products to work with. So let me know in the comments down below if you are also doing a project Use It Up. If you're on YouTube, I'd love to support your channel and watch your project Use It Ups. If you're doing it at home, just comment down below and let me know how many products you used up over like the last month. And also let me know if you have any recommendations. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you next time.